Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to complete this picture that I started in my introductory video. I did the background with chalk pastels, and now I am going to do the actual picture with oil pastels. Now I'm using a Walmart brand. I don't remember the name. I don't think it just says Simply here. I don't know if you can see it here on the oil pastel, so I don't remember the actual name, but I bought these at Walmart. They're very inexpensive. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to very straight color it, very simple. I'm going to do the bird blue. It's probably a cardinal, but I decided to do in blue, like a blue jay. I'm going to do this section in a darker blue, this section in a lighter blue, and probably do the beak in a yellow. So yeah, let's get started. So I kind of do this the same way that I do if I was coloring with a crayon, and I just start at the edges first, and I just lay down a thick coat of the oil pastel. Now I think personally this method works better if you do simple pictures like this that have a lot of wide open spaces. I think if you have too many small spaces, this doesn't work as well. Then what I like to do is I take a Q-tip or a cotton swab, and I use it to kind of smear the oil pastel into the picture and spread it around. Make sure to get all the nooks and crannies that you can. And the Q-tip or the cotton swab is really, really good for that. It helps get this in there. And don't worry too much when you first start if it looks a little streaky, because I think at the end, when you do the final step, it'll smooth out. Okay, so after I did that, I decided that I think I'm going to make this part the dark and then the rest of this the light blue, sort of like a darker breast area and then the lighter. So I'm taking out sky blue. The original one was cobalt blue, and now I'm going to take out sky blue, and I'm going to color in the remainder of the bird here. And I get as close to the other one as I can so I kind of can blend it in. And I just put a thick coat. And I don't worry about it looking splotchy or anything like that, because I think if we do this correctly, that will come out in the end and it won't look as splotchy. Okay, so I did that part. I take the Q-tip again and I do the same thing. I just rub it in and spread it around, and this helps smooth it out and lightens it up. It gets everything into the nooks and crannies. And like I said, don't worry if you think you've put too much, because I'm going to do the final step here in a minute, and that should smooth everything out. Now I'm going to go back and do this part, the eye area. we go. And I will get a clean Q-tip for that. And kind of go in there with that like that. And then what I'll do is I'll take a yellow. I took, what is this, chrome yellow. Now I think I will use orange yellow. I'll take this orange yellow and do the beak area. Now I forgot to mention that this picture is from Jade Summers' Easy Coloring book. It is a PDF, because I bought the PDF version. And then I go through and I rub it in with a Q-tip. Okay, so then once I've completed coloring the bird completely, sorry about that, put that over there. I take one of these, let's see if you can see it, cotton rounds, and I rub it off. And when you do that, when you first put your finger on it, before you rub it, it's kind of waxy and you can feel the buildup. But after you've rubbed it down, it's really smooth and you don't get any of that off. So basically, you just rub it in. Really good. And don't worry too much if you get out of the lines. I've been known to do that. You rub that in. Here we go. The face. Take a clean one because I've kind of messed that one up. And do the beak. And then what I do is I rub my finger over it, and I can tell whether or not I've missed any spots with the rubbing, and I haven't. So there we go. And that is what the bird looks like. And now what you could do, if you wanted to get extra with this, is you can then go through and get your colored pencils and shade. Because if I'm honest, these two blues are very similar, so there's not much contrast here. But you could always go back with a darker colored pencil and kind of shade in the areas. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to straight color this. Okay, so I had to abruptly cut off the first half of this video because I realized as I was coloring the rest of the picture, I was doing it all off screen, so it didn't really do me any good to film it. So this is the completed picture, what it looked like once I was finished. I basically just did the rest of the picture with the same technique as I did the bird. I really love the way it comes out. I feel like this is a really simple and easy coloring technique that you can do if you want to do something different than colored pencils or markers. And it really shows that you can use oil pastels for more than just background. And it really makes a nice picture. I really like this, and I really love the way it came out. So basically all I have to do to complete this now is add my washi tape, my signature washi tape to everything, and it's done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.